Weekly, GarageBand Weekly, GarageBand Weekly. Ooh. Need an answer to your question, John, you'll have a suggestion. He's a fountain of all knowledge. I think he might have gone to GarageBand College. What he doesn't know, we'll try and find out. So join the chat and give him a shout. Hey, John. Hey, John. GarageBand Weekly.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to GarageBand Weekly. My name is Pete Johns, and for the next hour or thereabouts, we're going to chat about GarageBand, about home recording, about music, about Apple products, about Logic Pro, you name it, we can talk about it. And we're doing it live. So if you've got questions and you're here on the live show, you can put those in the chat. If you're watching on the replay, you won't know any of this, but everything's... How do you confuse a YouTube audience? You consistently deliver the same shows on the same day at the same time for 4 years, and then you suddenly change it. So today is usually where you would see your music live here on a Sunday night or a Monday morning, depending where you are in the world. But just to keep things on the interesting side, we decided to stretch things out and change the dates. No. Just the behind the scenes of this is if you're a member or if you're a patron, you know the ongoing ordeal and situation that is my solar power installation. And now my fingers are firmly crossed that the very last hurdle has been overcome, because we finally had the smart meter installed, which was the final piece in the puzzle that means that the solar system is now functional. At least it will be after this show. I daren't turn it on before the show, because I didn't want anything else to possibly go wrong. However, we've got there, and we have power right now, and that was important because I definitely needed a coffee from my brand new. By the way, thank you. There's been 3 folks in the last week that have bought the jumbo size, the big 15-ounce coffee mug, and I tell you, it is a godsend. You can put a double shot in there, nice and strong, and let's test it. Perfection. I'm also wearing the OG Big Giant Studio Live Today logo t-shirt. Both of those are available at studiolivetoday.com/merch. There's our merch slinger, Mr. Thomas Christ, letting you know all about it there in the chat. Hello to the folks who are here live. We will get into some news and notes, and then honestly, we didn't really have a feature topic because I've been away for a week. I'll tell you a little bit about that as well, and how some of my mobile tech went while I was away. I'll tell you about some of the things that I did and used and how it all went down. So that's why I didn't plan anything for today. Let's say good day to the folks who are here live. Hello to Mark Bro, yo to Jade Star, hello to DJ Big Red here. I got the t-shirt gun ready. Nice. And I know poor Thomas, he bought the t-shirt from Teespring just before I switched to Fourth Wall. So you can say you got the collector's item, the one that spent 3 months somewhere in postage before it got to you. Hello, Sylvie Drapel. I hope you are doing well. And I did see some folks who were around earlier. Oh, no, that was just me. That was me telling you that we'd be running late here today. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for hanging out with me. We're going to have the final pressing. You can say you got that one, Thomas. So yeah, we're just going to have a little random chat here today, and then tomorrow, big Your Music Live. So make sure you set your calendars, your schedules, same time. And assuming no more challenges with power or anything else, we'll be all systems go for tomorrow. Because YouTube doesn't love it when you change things up. It's not happy with me right now. It's like, Johns, we're going to stop telling people that your show's on if you keep changing things around. Should we dive in and talk some news and notes? So we're at that period of time where between WWDC and the iPhone launch, still got this. It only comes when I start talking, the residual cough. So we're between WWDC. We're in this period where we're leading up to September. I call it Songtember. That's the more important thing in September. But we're into September. And that's when the new iPhones will be released. And no, we do have an item about this in a moment about folding iPhones. That's not coming this year. I know people got excited and someone emailed me the other day and said, oh, the folding iPhone's coming this year. Are you going to review it? And I'm like, A, it's not. B, I don't think I'm going to get one off the first run of them. And C, no, not that enthused. But we'll talk about that in just a jiffy. So iPadOS 26, how's it all going? Well, let's see. Oh, look, it worked. I didn't test this beforehand. So I'm now on development beta 2. I think development beta 3 dropped while I was away. So in fact, let's dive in here and check the software updates, because we can kind of do this live as we go. So it is up to date, but if we go in here to the development beta, yeah, okay. So I do have the current development beta. Apparently development beta 4 is coming out, but it's not available here for me right now, unless it just installed it and I didn't know that. But the big news, the big thing that's coming is the public beta is expected to land on 21st of July. Okay, so 21st of July, it is here, but that's probably tomorrow. So tomorrow we should see the development beta version 4, and we should see the public beta on the 23rd or 24th of July at this stage. So that's exciting. It means that you don't have to have signed up to be a developer to be able to get your hands on the beta version. And I'll give you my advice that I give you every single time. Don't update. There's nothing in this new update that you really need. Look, is it fun? Is it cool that we have windows and things now, that you don't have to have things full screen and full size, and that you can have multiple things on your screen at once, and that you've got the nice transparent glass, what do they call it? The liquid glass to look through. Yeah, they're all nice to have, but nothing is here that you will desperately need that's going to change your world. And there's still some bugs. So still bugs, like in GarageBand, for instance, you can now just drag and drop between, say, Safari or between your Files app. Whoop. We're playing. Stop it. How do I stop this? You turned out, you close it. Oh. I don't have my audio plugged in, so it was just playing using the iPad audio. So let's plug that back in case we need to use that later. But there's still some bugs like that. I still get occasional crashes happening, so I'm definitely on team don't update, especially if you're in the middle of a big project, especially if you've got something on the go. Yeah, don't update to iPadOS 26 yet, but I will check out the public beta. I will switch over when it's available. So on next week's show, I'm going to switch from the development beta, turn that one off, and jump into the public beta version and see if it's any more stable. Again, don't update, please. Just leave it. Just waiting for... Oh, you got a CarPlay issue. That's sucky. Hopefully. G'day, Sean Chandler. Cheers to that. I'll drink to Sean Chandler. All right. So, yeah, nothing major there. We're going to see all this stuff happen in September. So the full versions will be available in September when we get iPhones. And I'm still wondering... Are we going to get iPhone 26, or is it going to continue with the naming? Is it going to be the iPhone 17? I don't know. I'm 50-50. What do you reckon? If you're watching live or if you're on the replay, let me know. You reckon 26 or 17? Just put the number down. We'll do a quick straw poll. I won't even do a poll, but we'll do a quick straw poll of whether you think they're going to rename it the iPhone 26 to align with it. Samsung, I think, did that, or maybe Google. Someone did it with the Pixel. So, yeah, I don't know. I can see it happening, but then would they then have to go with that with the iPads? Would everything just become 26? Would the MacBook 26? I don't know. We'll find out. Speaking of which, you might be thinking, M4 came out a while ago. I wonder when M5's coming. So I wonder when we're getting the new Mac chips. Well, rumours have it that it's going to be October. Early reports suggest a 30 to 35% CPU boost. Now, we're at the point where things are getting a bit ridiculous, aren't we? Because my iPad is running M4. My Mac Studio is running the M... What is my Mac Studio running? How do I find out? Apple. I'm having a complete brain fart. Let's go to About This Mac and we'll see what it's running. It's running... more info. It's running... Here, I'll show you too, because I've forgotten. Let's go behind the scenes here. It's running an M2 Max. So M2 Max with 64 gig of memory. My MacBook Pro is running the M4 with 16 gig of memory. It's pretty, it is. Thank you. See, Thomas knows more about me, my channel, and my machines than I do. So, yes, as does Mark Pro. Running the M2 Max. It has not missed a beat. Like, we're at the point now where it's diminishing returns. And this could be a bit of a problem because for a while there, you would say that, going from M1 to M2 was a pretty big jump. Going from Intel to M1 was massive. M1 to M2, 3 or 4 is pretty big. I'm not going to update my M2 Max for years. Probably a decade. I can't see what I could possibly do. Maybe AI, maybe the Apple Intelligence stuff will change it. Maybe some cool new automated mastering AI magic secret sauce feature in Logic Pro will make me go, oh, maybe I do need it. But I can't imagine needing more than an M2 Max with 64 gigabytes of RAM anytime in the future. So it is interesting that have Apple made their products too good? Have they made them not upgrade required? I don't know. And I think this is why I say to folks, get as much memory and as much storage as you possibly can, because the chip is not going to be a problem. That is not going to be your bottleneck. Your bottleneck is definitely going to be storage, or it's going to be RAM, your memory. So if you're buying yourself a new Mac, and honestly, the old days of, I'm going to wait for the M5 chip in October, don't bother. If you need a machine right now, go out and get yourself an M4 machine, because they are all, even a secondhand M2 or M3, they are all absolutely flying along. So yeah, just do that. 26, we reckon? 26? Is this a CarPlay problem? Random disconnection and volume drop, unless I'm using a wired connection. Yeah, okay, that sucks. Yeah, look, the iOS audio system, I'm hoping that iOS 26 and iPadOS 26, when they're fully baked, will fix all that, because if you're an AirPods user, like I am, you'll know the pain of it switching between devices. By the way, just make sure that you turn off automatically connect to device, and that will solve most of that. Just say connect when last connected, because that means you choose when you swap between them. So don't ever have automatically connect to this Mac or to this iPhone or to this iPad if you've got your AirPods. Okay? But the whole... Have you ever had that thing where sometimes a system audio thing will drop in? CarPlay does this too. I don't know if this is related, Mark, but your system audio, something will drop into it, and then the audio you were playing remains really low. What it's supposed to do is duck your audio and play it, or pause your audio and play it. But sometimes it takes over the sound, and then you can't get your audio back to full volume, or you'll try to go back, it'll pause it, you'll play it, and you get a random Apple Music song played at full volume. That happened to me while I was up the mountain. I had a YouTube video playing, a Jade Star show in the morning, and something interrupted saying blah 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 alarm or whatever, and then I pressed play again on my AirPods, and instead of going back to YouTube, it started playing Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana, but really freaking loud, and turning the volume down did nothing. It's like it got some weird audio auxiliary connection through that wasn't really supposed to be happening. So yeah. Unrelated, it's just, yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Right, waiting for the official release because the beta, very cool stuff. Hello to Tremor Bear. Hello, Pete Johns. Hello, Tremor Bear. My voice is a little husky today because I sung for the first time yesterday. If you missed it, we had a fun happy hour yesterday at the usual time and place. Finally... Foldable. Who's hanging out for a foldable? Well, apparently Apple's first foldable phone is rumored for 2026, with production starting in late 2025. So if you're thinking, like, why are we talking about this? Like, why are people thinking there's going to be this iPhone Air? Actually, let's take a step back. The iPhone 26 lineup, so is potentially going to include an iPhone Air, which they're suggesting will be super thin, super light. I don't know how you get or want thinner and lighter than this. Like, that's my phone. And even that in my pocket, I mean, they make it out of very nice glass and titanium, but yeah, anything thinner than that, I don't know. I've seen people bend phones before, and I wouldn't trust myself to have anything thinner. So the rumors are that the iPhone Air is going to be like the stylish. Remember those gold watches that they had? It's going to be the wanker phone. I'm really sorry. I love you, Apple. I love everything you do. But the iPhone Air, it's going to be the wanker phone because it's not going to have ports. So it's basically not going to be for professional use because anytime you want to plug anything, USB-C has been a godsend to this phone. I can plug it, I can charge it. I can plug it into multiple adapters with USB. I can plug it into a powered USB hub. I can plug in my little wireless microphone that I was using up on the hill. And yeah, without that, yeah, but a lot of users these days, a pair of AirPods and with MagSafe charging, and apparently the EU have said, oh no, you've got to have a port on your phone. They've said that because MagSafe is not technically Qi charging, it is almost a wired connection, because if you don't know, there's a magnet and it sticks there. So apparently that qualifies it as not having just wireless charging, because it has Qi charging, the old wireless standard where you just sit it on it and it's really low, what's it, not reliability, words, Johns, it's inefficient, low efficiency. So there's a lot of heat. If you've ever charged on one of those, ones that you get at the airports and stuff where you stick your phone on them, yeah, you feel that heat. Anytime heat's being generated with charging, it's not efficient. It's losing a lot of the power through the heat. But MagSafe is less inefficient, more efficient. So they're going to get around it with that. Hello, Joel. Is this live or I know. Is it real or is it what is the thing? Maxell? No, what was the tape? What was the tape that's like, is it real or is it, someone will know, with the duty like listening to the tape. iPhone paper is next. Yeah, so let's talk about the fact that folding phones. So it's going to be a 7.8-inch crease-free inner display, titanium chassis, Touch ID side button, and analysts predict between 1,800 and 2,500 US, which is why I call it. If the iPhone Air is the wanker phone, the iPhone Air or the iPhone Fold is the mega wanker phone, because yeah, I don't. So what you're basically going to get is take your phone and then double it. This isn't going to be to scale because I've got my. But yeah, so this is going to be the concept. That, but only the thickness of one, and then you fold it out, and you've got yourself like what, a 1x1 7.8-inch tablet, like an iPad Mini, but worse. I don't know about you, but I've not been walking around. The one time that this would come up is if it ran iPadOS. So if I could have a phone that you'd unfold and Logic Pro for iPads running on there, and I can play back my projects and maybe tweak a few dials, that's about the only use case I can possibly think for it. Outside of that, no. It's an open and shut case of don't want it, don't need it. But if you're watching this and you're super excited, or maybe you've used the Samsung Flip or the Samsung Fold and you love it, the whole point of this is that a lot of these folding phones have a horrible crease, and as much as they've done a lot of work to make it not have that, it still doesn't feel right. If you've used these, it just doesn't quite look right. It doesn't quite feel right, because guess what? Physics exists, and you can't make a screen out of glass that folds unless you have a hinge. So they have to make sacrifices with the material and the products that they actually use. And exactly, as Thomas Christ said, we had folding phones. It was the Motorola Razr. It was rad. It had that cool golf game that I played on the toilet all the time. Sorry, is that too much information? Come on. There's two types of people in life. People who have played phone games on the toilet, and liars. Are you one? Are you a liar? Or have you played phone games on the toilet? Hello, sorry to join you here. Yes, it is now tomorrow. It's correct. It's true. So if you are on Your Music Live, you will have got an email that explains the situation and says that we are a day late, but not a buck short. And yeah, no, it's how you confuse people. I'm sure that there'll be people that will not rock up tomorrow, see that the show's happened, think it's not happening this week, and go, oh no. So I'm peppering you. I'm peppering all of the places. So if you're a member, if you're a patron, if you're on the mailing list, if you're on Facebook, if you're following me on the YouTube feed, if you're on, I don't know, do I use Blue Sky anymore? No, not really. I'll Instagram it. I'll send carrier pigeons to the houses of the people that I have your address. all good in the hood. Angry Turds is the best mobile game for the toilet. There you go. Mark Bro doesn't. He has a Nintendo 3DS for that. Oh yeah. The OG Game Boy with Tetris was the best for that. But you had to play the 25 line version. If you do the long version, yeah, you can do yourself some damage sitting on a toilet that long. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, there you go. There's tomorrow, same time as usual, which means we will be crossing over with Mr. Frank Terzo's Community Pulse. So apologies, Frank. It's just the way it goes sometimes, and yeah. Just gotta do what you gotta do. But we'll probably be finishing up about halfway through Frank's show tomorrow. I'm like sorry, Spicy Tempo. You've come in at a time where we're being a little inappropriate. It's a slow news week, and I haven't had a whole lot of time to catch up on things. So let's talk a little randomness. I put the topic as random. So if you've got anything that you want to add, that you want to ask, that you want me to talk about, please go ahead and throw that up here. But if you missed out, if you aren't a member, you might not be aware, but I went up and went on a mountain. In fact, I'll show you a little bit of it here, a little sneak peek, because I haven't even watched this back. So this will be interesting for me. So the members got a live stream from up on the hill. Up on the hill was a lonely goat herd, yodelay, hee-ho. So you got this members hangout show, and we'll play a little bit of it here now to see what it looked like. Here we go. Underground bunker, except it's not so secret. And it's not actually underground. In fact, it's about as far above ground as I think I've ever been, because right now I'm 1,500, nearly 1,600 meters above sea level. Yes, family holiday, as you can probably tell by the background. So yeah, it was a Christmas in July family holiday. That house was pretty big. It had room to sleep like 22. We had 15 people in there. And I'll scroll through to the bit where I show you the outside, which is around here. But this was me flipping things around. Let's have a look. Nice. If I open the door, well, you can hear the dripping. There you go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Yeah, so that's the view you wake up to in the morning here, which is not bad at all, is it? I don't have any shoes on, so I can't go further out. But I'll just give you a bit of that. Look at that. Oh, it's nice weather too. Oh, it's windy. 0 degrees. Oh, it's mildly unpleasant. Oh, my laptop's getting dripped on. All right, we're coming back inside. So, in terms of the gear, interestingly, for this trip, I didn't take an iPad, which was the first time I've travelled sans iPad in a long time. And the reason I did that is that, as you can see there, until iPadOS 26 proves to me that I could do exactly that with my iPad, that was with my MacBook Pro. So the MacBook has pretty good camera, as you would have seen from that. Like, they've actually improved the camera. It's not the old 720p potato that they had on the first M1 MacBooks. It's actually a nice, decent, still only 1080p, but a nice, decent camera. And the audio quality I was pretty amazed by. You know, they have all the advertising lingo where they're like, oh, it's got four array microphone studio quality. Well, clearly not studio quality, but from some of the recording and the video stuff that I was testing there, pretty good. Like, you can hear there, like, we'll go back to where it was set up and I was chatting to folks, and take a listen to this audio quality. Stuck in the snow, and yeah, they have to come and pull you out. So yeah, apparently there's lots of inexperienced people that don't realize exactly what it's like and just go without thinking, and then they hit the checkpoint and they get pulled over and they put chains on the tires, and they're like, what are chains? What are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, you noobs, you need to go back down to the flats. So yeah, it's it does a really good job. I was surprised at the echo rejection because, as you can probably see, that room had big high ceilings. The audio that was there was quite echoey. There's lots of reflective surfaces, yet it did a good job of actually rejecting those. So in terms of just using it, like it made me go, hey, if I do have power issues or internet issues, I'll put my laptop up. And without any lighting, without any microphone, just with the built-in webcam and the built-in mic, it did a pretty good job. Now, that being said, if I could have my iPad instead, that would be obviously a lot more convenient because traveling with this and being able to have my Logic Pro and my GarageBand as well, which I didn't have with me, yeah, definitely a great little traveling device. But weight-wise, with the Magic Keyboard, almost the same. The MacBook Pro weighs about 100 grams more than this. So I'm not saving anything on weight with the iPad, which, and again, I could take it without, obviously if I took it without the Magic Keyboard, that would be different, but I don't really have another case for it. I like having the Magic Keyboard. It's kind of the point of it. And especially with iPadOS 26, having the trackpad and the keyboard is important in my experience, in my humble opinion. But yeah, it really did do a good job with the MacBook Pro. The other thing that I did is I had my iPhone 16 and I used the front-facing camera and plugged in my microphone. Now, if you watched the podcast that I did, you would have seen this already. So the podcast from this week was the 10 things that I learned from doing Your Music Live, which again will be live tomorrow. But if you take a look at the footage and the audio from this one, yeah, again, pretty darn good. Home recorded music tracks. So I think I've learned a thing or two about what it takes to make a great indie recording. So in this video, I'm going to give you 10 things to think about that might just make your recordings the best they can be. Let's go. So once again, like good quality. And if you're wondering why I'm holding it in my hand like a TikTok teenager, yeah, the clip broke. So I need to, if anyone's got any ideas of better ways to do this, but what I'm thinking is I'll go buy a couple of like those cuttable, really strong magnets. So just, I think you can buy them in like little sheets, and that way I can cut it and glue it onto where the clip was, and then I can make it like the DJI mics that have a magnet on the inside, so that you just put the one magnet on the inside and then clip it. That way it can go directly on any part, because the problem with the current microphone I have, the JBL, is that it had a clip, which meant that it had to go on your collar or it had to be clipped to something. And it also means that when you drop it on an icy road, it breaks. So it's completely snapped off. So I do need to fix that. So I need to get some sort of clip. And eventually I'll upgrade the microphone. But as you can hear there from the quality, the JBL does a pretty good job. And with the dead cat windshield that it comes with, it worked quite well. So yeah, no rush to change it, but I do need to fix it so that I can use it hands-free and not walk around like that. Because I was walking holding my my tripod that has my like phone holder on there, and then the microphone in the other hand, and I'm like, I was saying to myself as I'm going, I'm like, Johns, if you slip and fall, hold the phone and ditch the mic, because $1,000, $100. Ditch mic. It's like when when I used to do PC gaming, it's like, don't ever hit, like if you get frustrated, if you lose a game, don't ever hit your computer, don't hit your monitor, like just buy yourself a $10 crappy keyboard, and if you need to trash something, trash your keyboard, because yeah, I've seen people do very big damage to their gaming rigs by getting frustrated and kicking over their computer and then going, oh, I shouldn't have done that, it's just a boy. Yeah, agree. After years of using the Magic, exactly. I'm the same. I kind of couldn't be without the Magic Keyboard. It feels weird using the iPad without it, because I go to type something in, I'm like, the keyboard pops up on the screen, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Keyboards pop up on screens. Didn't realize it. There are some strong magnets coming to strips, so you can cut them the length you need. Yeah, that's what I need, I think. Yes, yeah. Also have was only $60. DJI Mic Mini. Yeah, are they only $60 Australian? When I was looking at it, it was more. But let's have a look, because maybe I just splurge. Maybe I splurge. We'll go to amazon.com.au. because I did look at it. Mark told me that the DJI Mic Mini was a good deal, but when I looked at it, it was more expensive. It was DJI. Oh, that's Mic 2. Oh, there's so much different stuff. Oh, DJI makes so many things. So the Mic Mini with one transmitter and one receiver. Hang on, I can probably show you the screen, can't I? Lavalier mic. No, I'm wireless now. The Rode. No. So yeah, this is the only one I could find. 5-star reviews. Everyone loves it, and apparently they're really good. But so this is with the. Oh, that's for lightning. Yeah, no. We don't want lightning. We want mic 2 transmit. Anyway, I'll look it around. I'm going to try one for just the mic. Yeah, I'm going to try and fix mine to start with. Maybe that could be a video. Oh, I connect over Bluetooth. Yeah, that's right. See, the one I'm currently using is USB-C, which I guess it wouldn't matter for Bluetooth is good enough for folk music. It's like people that say, oh, you don't tune your guitar very well, Pete, but it's good enough for folk music. Bluetooth is good enough for spoken word. I wouldn't use it for timing your music audio, but for other audio, it's good. Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. I'd have to super glue the magnet on and then get another magnet the same size to go into the shirt. Yep, and it'll be a hack, but nothing like a good hack. Otherwise, it's wasted anyway. So I might as well try it. Might as well try it and see if I can do it for $10 before I do it for all bucks. Good morning. A bit of driving on a stretch. Yeah. By the way, please don't ever drive and type. I've got this horrible mental image that one day, you know how some people jump into chat and they're like, oh, sorry, I can't chat much. I'm driving. And it's like, please don't chat at all. Just lurk. Just put the show on and watch. But my goodness, like I've got someone just like, oh, sorry, we're driving and lurking. It was like a 3-car pile-up on the highway today. The man's phone was apparently watching a studio live today. Pete Johns has been brought in for questioning. And I'd be like, no, I told you not to. Is that catastrophizing a little bit? A little bit? Yeah. Friends don't let friends drive and live stream chat. Oh, girlfriend in your luggage escaped out of the flight case again. Love it. But oh yeah, maybe there are. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Let's Amazon it because we're being random. Let's go magnetic microphone clip. Let's see what we got. Microphone accessory. I'll show you. Let's shop together, shall we? Yeah, so there's a few different things here, but they're all expensive, aren't they? Microphone. Let's try microphone holder. Microphone clip supplied. Yeah, they're all just the lapel clips. I'll look at it more offline, but yeah, there's probably magnet lapel. Can't spell lapel. Oh, there you go. Magnetic lavalier microphone clip. We're getting closer. 50 lapel microphone clip replacement holder. Yeah, I mean, I could just super glue a replacement clip. I don't need 50 of them though. It's probably an AliExpress kind of thing. I'll have a look later. But yeah, all I really need is 2 magnets. One to put on. GarageBand Weekly. Wrong button. Yeah, welcome to Shopping Live today. Exactly. I got criticized because I did a video once about attempting to fix my Focusrite Scarlett 202. And the end result was I didn't fix it. And yeah, someone put a comment on there the other day going, oh, this was so misleading. What a disappointment. So maybe I need to change the title to unsuccessfully attempting to fix my, yeah, maybe. Gregory, where's Gregory? All I see is girlfriend in your luggage. Yeah, but so tomorrow, Your Music Live, by the way, is going to be a big one because last week I had to pre-record the show about 3 days early. So we actually only had, I don't know if you noticed, we only had 27 songs on the show last week. This week we got 40, and I had to actually cut it off and cap it. So there's some folks that won't be on the show tomorrow, excuse me, and we'll be on next week because I had to reach a point where I'm like, if I do any more, it's going to go way too long. But if you are looking for the show, here it is. There it is, Your Music Live, the one with me reclining casually, listening to some records, and I'll throw this in the chat now, even though our mate Thomas Christ has been spamming, well, not spamming, that's a bad way to go. Why does it say live in 23 hours? See, I should, what I'll put here, yeah, I'll fix it later. I'll put another thing there and let folks know. But yeah, I've clearly confused a lot of people. But this is why you subscribe to studiolivetoday.com/email. You'd be on the email mailing list. You would have got it there. Folks are clearly not reading their Your Music. They're just assuming. And I get it. Because if you've been on Your Music Live before, you just look at the email and you're like, oh yeah, I'm on the show. You're not going to then read the extra bit that says, but it's a day later. So maybe I needed to put the title of the email. I'll do a reminder email to everyone saying, it hasn't happened yet. It's happening tomorrow. Yes, don't forget to hit the live button or the like button. Your choice. Live or like, whichever you'd like to hit. So the other thing, excuse me, it's been a long morning of waiting around for stuff to happen, for the technician to finish their job. The other thing I did is a little vertical snow stroll video, which we'll have a quick look at because again, I haven't checked this. YouTube is a pain in the butt because you used to be able to live stream horizontally from mobile, and you'd have to go in there and set it to do it. And it would always say, oh, we recommend for the most viewers for you do it in portrait mode. And I'm like, I'm a 46-year-old man. I don't like vertical video. And so I'd have to change it every time. Yeah, guess what? They removed the setting. So now, if you're streaming from a mobile device, you can only stream in portrait mode. And if I was using StreamYard, I'd be able to use that to stream in landscape. But I've just discontinued my StreamYard subscription because Thomas Christ helped me get set up on Ecamm Live, which is what I'm using now. And that is Mac only. So, and I know there's other things, there's Streamlabs, there's other ways to work around it. But seriously, like, don't take away something. I get it, like, make the default option portrait. Make me have to change it every time because you want all these live portrait videos so that when people are doing their doom scrolling, they're just seeing live streams next to their short videos. I get it. I understand why you want to do it. But don't take away the options, please. Don't take away the options. The live button is for old folk to catch up on the streaming. Yeah. And hit the bell. Yeah, ring the bell on YouTube to make sure you don't miss a thing. Yeah, because you will. You'll get notified, and then you'll get confused. You'll be like, why am I going to get a notification for GarageBand Weekly when it's Your Music Live Day? But I do love the fact that we have Your Music Live Day now. So people are so tuned in to the fact that it should be there that they're there in the lobby going, wait a minute, why is it not happening here? But what I should do is I should have put a link back to this show in Your Music Live so that if folks went there instead, it would send them here. Anyway, driven to write. I'm driven to say hello to you. I hope you're not driving. Yeah, I know. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah, exactly. Just put there. They just want verticals for live. I don't know. I don't know. So the other thing I did was this. So I had to go vertical, but weirdly enough, the mobile reception that I had was better than I get here. I mean, it wasn't 5G, but for 4G, I was getting full bars of 4G on top of a freaking hill. And it worked pretty well. So once again, let's have a look at the vertical video. In their hand and stroll around. So, well, these things happen. I was... So I bought this like cheap JBL mic and I was considering getting something a bit better. And I guess my hand may have just been forced, pun intended, because I have to hold it with my hand. Hello, Al Davis. Yeah,
Thanks for being
But
here.
the problem is that now when I'm playing, and my wife says this, like she's as frustrated as I am. So this is why we're a perfect couple, because she gets at cartoon level angry about things that I get cartoon level angry about. And whenever we have this discussion, she's like, "Yes, vertical video. Turn your phone sideways. How hard is this? Like you can do that on the TV screen. There's nothing I can do with this." I know there's some monitors. In fact, the monitor I'm using, you can rotate, but it's a lot harder to rotate your TV screen. And especially now that YouTube on TV, more people are watching streaming content on TVs than are watching broadcast TV in a lot of places, and that are watching Netflix in a lot of places. Like everyone's watching YouTube. So why on earth are they not giving us the option to do a landscape one? Because look at this. Look at how little. You don't want to see that giant melon. Like, you're missing out on so much of the scenery because you're just seeing that dude. Like, and even when I flip it around, like, that was a beautiful, picturesque road that I'm walking down. But what does it look like? It looks like that. You can't see it. And yes, I am going to keep complaining about this stuff because not good. Not good. Yeah, exactly. It's like looking through a crack in the door. Yeah. Dear. Yeah. So exactly. Like just landscape it. Come on, just let us have. Don't take away my landscape. Oh, my missus uses YouTube at her hairdressing salon so the kids can watch cartoons. Yeah, and that's the thing. And I saw a lot of kids watching content on iPads and things while I was on flights and whatnot. And yeah, it was all YouTube. It was 100% YouTube that the people watching. I even had Wi-Fi on my plane, and there was one kid that was sitting in the seat in front of me, and oh my god, his attention span was so short. He had his iPad in front of him, and he would like play a soccer game for about 30 seconds, and then he'd switch, and he'd load a cricket game and play that for 30 seconds, and he'd switch, and he'd go to like YouTube, and he'd be watching some Minecraft tutorial for 30 seconds, and then he'd switch and open another game, and I'm like, bro, you realize you can play a game for more than 30 seconds? Like, you're not getting any joy. It's like your little brain's getting these little eeny, teeny, weeny dopamine hits. Like, just let it settle in. Relax, bro. But, yeah, what do I know? I'm an old man yelling at clouds, so I don't know nothing. I'm trying to see if there's this software update for the new beta is going to come in. Oh, I've got automatic install updates. I don't want that. All right. Okay, I've just changed that. You got to be careful with this. Here's a little tip for young players. Go into your devices right now. Go into your software update, because I am sure that automatic updates I didn't have automatically installed on. But I went in there and it was there. So, in fact, I'm going to do that as well. So automatically download's fine, but I want to choose when I install it. And I think this just updates it sometimes. And I probably clicked a button and said yes, but I definitely didn't deliberately go in and change them to automatically install, because I hate automatically installing updates. I like to have control. I'm a bit of a control freak when it comes to when my stuff is updated. YouTube all the way for me. So much fun stuff to learn there. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I will go onto YouTube after this show and search, because someone's probably, in fact, let's do it now, because why not? I did warn you that it was going to be randomness, but let's search it out and see if there's like make a magnet, wireless mic, make a magnetic clip. I don't know. Maybe someone's done something with this. Oh, so it's all just people reviewing those. Robot mic. Yeah, no. But I don't know. I'll look around and I'll see what people are doing. I guess because it's best budget mag mount. No, I guess it's most of them just have the clips, and very few people are in my exact situation. Oh, what's this? The Rode Mag Clip Go for wireless mics. $1 under 1 minute. Rode hates me. Let's watch this 2.5 minutes. Let's watch this 2-minute video and see if it solves my problem.
PM here. Today I will show you how to make Rode Mag Clip Go for your Rode wireless microphones. But before that,
He has a soldering iron.
Sponsor of this video, which is me and my shop with handmade fountain pen.
Right.
which one we switch.
So he gets a thing. Oh, it's a screwdriver. It's not a soldering iron.
Mic, and that's it. This is mic. This small.
So basically did exactly
I've
what I
checked
said.
and also work this small neodymium magnet. That's all. Please.
Yeah, so
consider it.
exactly what I'm planning to do. Get a magnet, stick it to it, and then get a magnet, stick it under your shirt. Yeah, I'll get there. Yeah, no, I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I get it done. Hello, Jenny Jolivet. No, don't apologise. I'm late. I'm all the late. I'm on the wrong day, and I'm an hour and a half late. But apart from that, I'm fine. Yeah, they did, didn't they? They turned them all back on with but I'm sure I'd been in there since, but maybe not. Maybe I just didn't realise it. Or maybe when I switched to the development beta, it just automatically turned it back on again. But always, you kind of got to check them every update because they sneak them back on, which is no bueno at all. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll get some magnet and stick it to it and fix it. It'll be fine. Fine, I tells you. What else do we have on the list? I don't think we have anything. We might be finishing up shortly, folks. If you do have any questions or anything that you would like to add, please go ahead and do so. I will set up a Patreon Live. So for patrons, I'll be doing Patreon live streams next week. So you'll get notified of those probably on the Wednesday, which is the Tuesday night for you after Thomas Christ's rock. What is the one you do? Everything's rock. Make It Rock. So likely after Make It Rock next week will be Patreon live, and if I get this wireless mic fixed, then I might do a little stream to test it out on the member site as well. They turn it on. Yeah, they seem to, don't they? They seem to turn it back on, which is a pain in the butt. I wonder if J-Car, I might go for a walk down to J-Car because they might have magnets. Let's just search magnets on J-Car. J-Car, by the way, is like it's like a Tandy store or a electronics, it's got all sorts of little things. Large rare earth magnets sold as a pair. Oh, rare earth magnet media. Oh, hang on, I'll show you this. Why do they have to be rare earth? Small pack of 4. Is this the sort of thing I need? I don't want anything that's too small that I'll lose or swallow. All right, so there's all sorts of different magnets that I'll be able to use to do stuff with. As long as it doesn't. See, this is a good thing. Back in the day, you couldn't use magnets next to your electronics because they would ruin your discs because everything was like on an actual floppy disk with magnetic discs. So magnets and electronics were no bueno. But now that everything's solid state, you got magnets in the back of your phone. You got magnets on your thingies. So yeah, so it just depends whether I do. Yeah, actually, could go Bunnos. Bunnings have probably got magnets. This is why I do these live streams. It is shopping live today. Let's see what they got. Magnets, because there's a Bunnings store. By the way, Bunnings is our Home Depot equivalent. And I went there and it's got toilets because I'm searching for toilets. Yeah, Excitement Plus in the Johns household. Well, look, even cheaper. Yep. Oh, this is all I need. 2-pack of these ceramic magnets. Yeah, I reckon that'd do it. Wonder how big they are. Well, they got little round ones. Chrome round base magnet. Yep, this is my go. Hardware store. Oh, disc magnets. A 6-pack for 12 millimeters. So that's like 1 centimeter. Yeah, I reckon that'll work. And if I get a 2-pack, if I get 2 of the exact same ones, what's that? That's 50 mil, which is 5 centimeter. That's too big. So yeah. Welcome to Shopping for Magnets with John. Good call though on the hardware store because I haven't bought a magnet ever before, but I need a 2-pack. So let's go magnet. See, there's my toilet search. Magnet 2-pack. Yeah, maybe something like that might be the go. Oh, there you go. Channel rare. See, you could do that because then you could have the that bit like stuff. Yeah, I'll just have to do the. That's about the right size, I reckon. 4 centimeters by 1.3 by 5 mil. I reckon that'll do the job. I reckon that'll be golden. Oh, it's for like hanging your tools. So hey, if it's strong enough to hang a spanner, it's strong enough for that. Magnetic toilet. No, not quite. Not quite a magnetic toilet, but yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the advice. Yeah, hardware store for sure. We are going to finish up in just a jiffy. Quick final plug of the merch. If you haven't checked it out, I will be updating it again soon. Very cold. But at the moment, you can buy the mug, the big mug, and the shirt that I'm wearing here at the merch store. And I appreciate you for doing it. Hey, it's Tom & Co. Have not seen Tom & Co. for a while. So good to see you, my friend. If you could do me a favor before you leave and you could hit the thumbs up, then go ahead and do so. Yeah, be careful on your iron intake. Yeah, you don't want the magnet sticking to you. I know, Bunnings. Bunnings is like a freaking maze. It's so much stuff. Before I go to Bunnings, I make sure that I know exactly what, like, I do these like Mercy Dash runs because you can get so distracted in Bunnings because they have everything. Like we're talking everything, plants and seedlings and tools and little bits and bobs and knickknacks. You go down the electronics aisle or the electrical department, you're like, of course I need a solar powered garden light to stick in my front yard. So now what I do is I go to the website and I see what aisle it's in that I need to go to. And I speed run it. So I walk through the door and I'm like, aisle 56, bay 3, aisle 56, bay 3. And then I go, chunk, and then I turn and then there's a big line up in a queue and they have those impulse purchases. Like, I do need 10 microfiber cloths. How did you know? And then I end up buying 7 different things. That's how you do it. Yeah, take an Apple tag with you so you don't get lost. Yeah, leave it at the entrance so you can find your way back. Little bread. What you need to do is you need to buy a sausage on the way in and then leave yourself a literal bread sausage crumb trail to find your way back out. Yeah, Riverbend Sim, Bunnings Sausages and Aussie Institution. So if you don't know this, look, this is the randomness show. We're going off on tangents, so let's talk about it. But yeah, Bunnings Sausages. So what you have, so picture Bunnings. In fact, I'll show you a Bunnings. I'll show you my Bunnings because nothing like doxing yourself on a live show. But it's actually not that close to me. It's still about a 6-kilometre walk, so it's not really showing you much. But Bunnings at Kent Town, and let's see if I can find a picture of what it looks like. Okay, so imagine you're walking up to your Bunnings, and it looks like this. There's your Bunnings warehouse. So come on. Your Bunnings warehouse. So you walk up there and it's like a big warehouse and you go to the front there. So here, like right there by the entrance on the weekends, they have a sausage sizzle. So if you don't know what a sausage sizzle is, it's exactly what it sounds like. They'll set up a little tent, a little gazebo with a barbecue. In fact, we'll search this out because Bunnings sausage sizzle. I'm sure there's pickies of this. AI overview. So see, it's just showing the pro. There we go. So it looks like this. So this is what a Bunnings sausage sizzle looks like. So they'll set up their little tent and you'll be able to go in there and you'll be able to buy yourself a sausage. There's usually bread, onions, or your barbecue sauce, your tomato sauce. So you can see they're $2.50 for a sausage. Soft drinks $1.50. So you can buy yourself a can of Coke and a sausage. And some people do it on the way in. More traditional is you do your Bunnings shopping and then you go feed the family for like $10 on the way out with 4 sausages. So, and it's not just like a money-making thing. So you'll see this is the Rotary Club, which is one of our service clubs that we have here in Australia. But it could be a Taekwondo club, a swimming club, a footy club, a cricket club, any sort of sporting thing, any sort of service thing. And you go there, you buy your sausage. And they have them at other places too. It's not just at Bunnings, but Bunnings kind of do own the whole sausage sizzle. My Mitre 10 store, which is another hardware store, also does the sausage sizzle. Sadly, vegetarians, we're getting more and more catered for. The sausage sizzle is kind of the last bastion. If you're gluten intolerant or if you're a vegetarian, yeah, sausage sizzle is not going to be for you. Could I have a napkin with some fried onions in it, please? No, not fun. But more often than not, these days, they've got like a separate barbecue with like vegetarian options as well, which is kind of good. Strip club. maybe. I don't know. Yes, there's hot dogs, exactly. So sausage is basically like a hot dog, but just in a piece of bread. So no hot dog buns, and it's not the hot dog type sausage. It's more of what you'd have like a link sausage in the US. So that same sort of sausage. You tend to have more sausage patties. We have that, but in a long hot dog shape form. So there you go. Yes, I am vegetarian too, as is Thomas Christ. I think he's vegan. They're vegan now at yours. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, gotta look after our planet and those animals. There's no tempeh hydroponics. True. It is true. Although you can buy organic fertilizers and non-animal product fertilizers, because back in my day, you just got the old blood and bone. And I'm like, Dad, why do they call it blood and bone? And he's like, because it's made of ground up horses, son. And I'm like, that's disgusting. He's like, yep, but look at those roses grow. And I'm like, okay, yeah, fair point. All right. He's like, sorry, I'm making my dad sound pretty bad there, but no, you do, yeah. Look, once they've already gone, that's fine. Let them fertilize the earth with their blood and bone. Maybe just don't call it blood and bone. Call it nature's organic, non-plant-based fertilizer. Scottish link sausages, love them. You know what I haven't had for ages is a Scotch egg. They have them at a supermarket near me. And back in I used to like the pork pies. You know, those little thick, chunky. You can't. Seriously, the English and the Scottish and the Irish, they make a good pie, a good Guinness pie in Ireland, or a nice, pork pie. Anyway, I don't eat that stuff anymore, but I do like, I've got to admit, totally off topic and tangenty, but the Beyond meat and the V2 meat that we have here in Australia, pretty good. I mean, I haven't eaten real meat in 10 years, but tell you what, I've not fed it, not done that thing where you feed it to people and tell them it's meat, and they go, ha ha ha, you didn't really eat meat, because it's not quite as bad as doing it in reverse. I've known people that have been fed meat because they're vegetarians, and then the person's turned to them and said, oh ha ha, you just ate meat and it didn't kill you, did it? Like that's hideous. That's a horrible thing to do to another human. That's super deceptive. But we got some sausage rolls, like vegetarian sausage rolls, and we had them at a party once, and we're like, these are vegetarian sausage rolls, and people started eating them, and then they liked them so much that they kept eating them. I'm like, oi, don't eat all the vegetarian sausage rolls. We have meat for the carnivores. So that's the worst thing, is that when you have a small section just for the vegans and the vegetarians, and then the meat eaters like our food so much that they just eat it all. I'm like, we can't eat yours, so you should eat ours. Anyway. Alrighty. And the old joke is, how do you know if someone's vegetarian? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Ba-dum-tsh. Hang on, where's my... Nope, wrong button. No, can't find it. I've got some FX on. There you go. Bring it off. Look, I know. That's the thing. I like to say that I'm not vegetarian. I just choose a plant-based diet because there's a difference. It really is. It's like people that say I'm religious or I'm an evangelist. There's a very big difference. You're allowed to be religious and just believe in whatever the hell you want to believe. Oh, sorry, whatever the heck you want to believe in. But the people that think that everyone else should also believe in exactly what they believe in, and if they don't, they're bad, and they're going to tell you about it at every opportunity. Yeah, I think that's no bueno. It's a bit like same with that. If you ask me about it, if you want to know the details about how they have to impregnate cows, and that even if you're drinking milk, it's a cow that's been impregnated and then have their calf taken away for veal, and then they just keep milking it until it dies, I'll tell you. If you want to know that eggs come out of a chicken's butt because they have cloacas, which is both the butt and the front bits at the same time, then I'll tell you. But if you don't ask me, I'm not going to come and tell you stuff. No one asked me, did they? All right, we've chatted for an hour. We've gone from GarageBand to iOS to magnets to sausages to vegetarianism. And let's bring it back to GarageBand. Next week we've already had some entries. Mark, I saw you've got one in there, but don't forget. Final reminder before we go that we have the 8-bar challenge going on. So if you jump on over to Slaps GarageBandWeekly.com, and you can sign up for free or sign in with your DistroKid account, because I know lots of you have your DistroKid accounts. You'll be able to search for and find the 8-bar challenge group, which is here, and you'll see that we've got some folks. So Michelle's got an 8-bar challenge in there. We've got Alexander Dean Francis has posted one recently. We've got Video Holiday. Oh, that's Jan de Blues. Very cool. Has got one there. Mark Bros got one there. Alexander's got a bunch, and there's mine there. So we will continue collating them, and we'll give you another week to get your 8-bar challenge songs done and into slaps.com, and we'll do that. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, look, it's you go with the flow, don't you? So now I'm going to go and turn on my solar, so wish me luck. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Well, oh yeah, like don't get me started. Don't get me started on the water use, and how much goes into the farming of animals. Whew. Because you gotta, don't forget, when you do the plants, you gotta feed the plants to the animals. Oh, it's rough. It's rough when you look at the calculations for any sort of farming, but yeah, especially with meat production. All right, thank you. Yeah, fun to chat to everybody here. Wish me luck. Hope I don't blow myself up when I flick on the solar. But we will be back next week. I promise you that we'll be back with the regular timings. I might have lost the cough by then. Regular shows, regular timings, regular days, and all live. I promise you that, unless something happens between now and then. All right, thanks, folks. Please be kind to yourselves this week. Be kind to others. Keep creating, and I'll see you next time here on GarageBand Weekly. Bye for now.